we go, here we go. 60 outlaw. And pick it up, defense. Let's go. Let's go.
First carry for Darius Geis. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones going to take it. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Michael Gallup, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Ready? 56. White.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there and set and change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. A first down throw for Winston. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. C.J. Uzomah, his second touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Browns drive about to get started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is Geis. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 1st and 10, Winston. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jordan Evans came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Winston. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
That's a 38-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7, our score.
14, Chargers 7.
Ready, blue 50, green, triple C. Coming this way, here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston, he's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
That's it, baby.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Winston, the offense, with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Again, it's Winston. They set up the screen to Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready, flag, tighten up, pull it together.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun, Geis. And a nice Nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Spike 56. Watch the twist.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
It's just me and you. 56.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. He finds Taylor, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones looking down. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose.
Result of the play, 1st down and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To the air again with Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, got four now. Green, double team. Easy. Mike 40, check, he's coming.
They'll run for it. Chubb, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Nick Chubb, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Ready? White 25. Mott's 56. Get him. 56 to Mott.
Following the interception, Winston. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
I'm going to run you 30.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys have now moved out in front. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. First down, Winston. Going right side here, and that's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
To throw is Winston. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I'm coming for you, son. Shit. Flip.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Jameis now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch safety green. 80 weapon. Hey, Haywood. Deep grip.
Throwing Jones. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. On first down, this is Geis. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That play was hard to see. One play goes wrong, and all of a sudden it's 3rd and very long when they had been in 2nd and inches.
Yeah, I know you like the idea of taking a shot on 2nd and inches, but you can't take a sack for that big of a loss.
That's the one thing you cannot do. They gave it up, and now they're way behind the chains. Good luck with this next play call.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 39. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, check 24, check 24. Hey, echo.
Now Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Back to throw. Jones looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor, and it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Jones. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Geis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They come up in an offset eye. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Another try after the first down sack. Winston, he's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taylor now returning it. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 8. Read. Blue there.
2nd and 11. Off to Geis on the screen. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That's it, baby. That's it. Big hit.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Browns on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. Left side here. That's complete to Godwin. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, dude. Let's go.
Back to throw. Jones. And his throw is incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
60 outlaw. Let's go. Check 9. Jim. 61. Matchbox light. 5.
Here's Jones on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
3rd down.
55, 55. Hey, eat. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Get it.
Now Jones, from the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21, the 40, 30, the 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Jones. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Trevor Williams with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Winston now. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Winston. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
Here we go. Here we go.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now Winston. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Josh Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Fofo's the Mike. Mike Fofo. Hey, where you coming to?
Working out of the gun, Winston. And this is complete. It's Allen. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st down and goal to
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Winston here to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And now look at him go. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
That's it, baby. We got to work.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
You got 3 down, 3 down. Wait.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Drive on the 50. Drive on the 50. Turning.
Winston. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Winston on 4th down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the home team,